Anyway, about 3 nights ago, I saw something that I still can't fully understand or explain. First, a little background. I live in mid-Michigan in a small residential/suburban town surrounded by cornfields, you know the type. However, I do live in the more populated area as my parents' house, where I currently reside, is located within walking distance of our downtown. Our street is by no means desolate, dark, or isolated, and most of the houses are fairly close to one another. A pretty urban setting given the town itself. Okay, back to the other night. It was about 2:30 a.m. and since it's pretty normal for me to be up that late, me and my dog have developed what I call our little routine. He comes to my door, lets out a huff to inform me that he's there, and then we go downstairs where I let him outside through the front door to go to the bathroom. After completing his business, he comes in and we share a midnight snack of ham straight from the fridge. Now keep in mind, my dog is extremely well trained and very old. He doesn't need a leash or a fence to keep him from running away, he always comes right back after he's done, he'll even wait at the door if you aren't there. So on this particular night, I open the door for him and I'm just about to turn and walk away so I can prepare our midnight snack, when I notice he's still standing on the porch staring across the street. This isn't completely out of the norm for him, but this was lasting a bit longer than usual. When he finally jumps off the porch, I follow his line of sight where he had been staring and I see what looks like a large dog or maybe even a wolf, slinking across my neighbor's yard on the other side of the street. For the first few seconds I'm trying to figure out what the fuck this thing is, because it looks like it could be a dog but something isn't right. It's too long and the way it's moving isn't normal. And even though it was only about 50 feet away, it looked as though it were blurry. I can't think of any other way to describe it. None of it made sense. At this point I go into panic mode because so far this creature hasn't seemed to notice me or my dog, but if it does, my dog doesn't stand a chance. Like I said, he's old. And also a Pomeranian. Whatever this thing was, it would destroy him no doubt. I decide to slowly open the outer glass door, hoping to create just enough noise to alert my dog that it's time to come in, but not enough for whatever that thing is to hear me too. Luckily, my dog notices right away and starts running back towards me. But at the same time, this dog creature starts turning toward me, slowly. It almost felt fake how unnatural it moved, like animations or something. I'm not even sure what I'm looking at, but I have this indescribable feeling that I'm not supposed to be seeing this. So, as this thing is turning to look at me, my dog is coming through the door simultaneously, and for about 1 second, I take my eyes of the creature thing to look down at my dog and close the door. When I look back up, this thing has moved about 30 feet to the left into my neighbor's driveway rather than their yard, and is standing on its hind fucking legs at around 7 to 8 feet tall, staring at me. Now I'm really freaking out. How did it move so quickly, and how did it not make a single sound? How is it so fucking tall? I literally looked away for maybe a second. I look away again to lock the door and gather myself, only to look again and see absolutely nothing. It was gone. This whole ordeal only lasted maybe 20 to 30 seconds total. Shaking, I give my dog his ham and mine, and I run downstairs to my brother's room in the basement to tell him what happened. Being a normal 19-year-old playing video games, his response was, "Wow, that's super weird." But honestly, I just needed to tell someone, to confirm that what just happened actually happened. This seriously happened to me last year. I was home alone. My 2 older brothers are always in our local church, which is just very near to us. It's like 1 street away. We also had no electricity. It was daytime. We couldn't pay our bill on time. So I was home alone. I'll have to admit I'm not in the church with my brothers because I'm too lazy when it comes to religions and things that needs me to go out and talk to people. I would always choose to be home alone, back then. So yeah, I was home alone, no electricity, just using my phone, drawing stuffs on my sketchbook, music, etc. My brother went home and he went straight to the bedroom, no word or anything at all, but it wasn't very fast. He walked very normal with a normal face. So after couple hours it was almost getting night time. We do have candles but I couldn't find it, so I was asking my brother, who's still not going out from the bedroom. He went out quickly and went outside the house after he told me to follow him and fix the electricity. I was like, "What's your plan?" And he asked me to get the screwdriver and pliers. He taught me how to get back electricity when it's cut off. He told me to cut this hanging thing. It was a lock for this electricity meter something. It's a circle-shaped thing that's attached to a wall in every house that has electricity. He told me to remove the seal after the lock, and pulled out the whole cover. This revealed a plastic chip that was in between this metal that's supposed to be in contact with the cover I just removed, so I removed that chip and put back the cover and the lights went on. I was like, "Oh wow, that's it? That was easy." My brother went straight back to the bedroom again. Then I received a call on my phone. "We're going to spend a night here, you should come here, we got electricity and food here." My brother said. The one who's speaking, of course I know his voice, I know my brother's voice. This voice is the one who helped me fix our electricity. I told him, "Where are you?" He told me he's in the church. I said, "Stop, you're obviously joking, you're so lame." But I wanted to come to his bedroom just to throw a pillow on him, but I realized, I'm not even hearing any voice from his bedroom while I was talking to him. He was talking normal, he was not being quiet, I should hear him inside, but there was no voice at all. I couldn't run, my legs turned so weak, I didn't even want to make any sounds at all. I slowly as a nail grabbed my pants and slowly walked outside while looking every single corners. I was tearing up so bad, my lips was shaking while I was thinking, if this is a prank, goddamn, I'm such a piece of cake. But it is not. It is not a prank. I arrived at the church trembling, even cried worst when I saw both of my brothers. They had never ever seen me cried like that before, I'm even crying while typing this out. It has got to be my most traumatic memory of my life. I have been with someone I'm surely is not human. That is not my brother, I have talked to him, I followed his orders to fix our electricity, I freaking followed a non-human's command.